Question.
1 second. Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Look, it's the homie Kynard. I'm here with my homie Britt. Say hello, Britt.
Hey.
What's good, y'all? Look, it's another week. It's another Wednesday. A lot of things have gone on. We're here to talk about it. Welcome to Dope Dialogue. We're happy to have you. So look, it's been a long week. Things have happened. We'll talk about a couple of things. We'll switch it up a little bit. Y'all excuse me, the boy is yawning. It's been a long day, but we're going to get to it. We're going to talk about Meg, Tory, Cardi, Offset. We're going to talk about OBJ. There's some crazy stuff going on with OBJ. Lakers and the Clippers. We're going to talk sex, man. We're going to get into some sex this episode. We're going to see what it do, man. Quarantine sex, see how it is. So, once again, it's the homie Kynard. Look, before we get into all of that, today we are going to talk about respect, man. You know, this past week, I've been thinking like a lot of times we want people to respect us. You ain't gotta like me, but you gotta respect me. And it got me to thinking, is respect something that is earned or is it something that is given? And as I thought about it, I know it's different for every person. I don't know if I can say respect is a given because not everybody is going to be possibly the same as you, see the world the same as you. I know that, for me, I live by a certain code. And I always believed in treating other people the way that they treated me. If you met me with disrespect, then I could be disrespectful right back. I believe that in general, on a personal level, everyone deserves just civil liberties of success. Civil liberties of respect. To just be a human being, to be somebody and be able to make your own choices without being judged, right? Because we all have different walks of life. We come from different places. We have different experiences. And so on a personal level, I believe that every human being should have some level of respect for life. Then there's that other type of respect. That's the respect that has to be earned. That's the respect that usually over the course of time, who you say you are is very consistent. Your actions speak louder than the words. To me, that next level of respect, the respect that you earn is based in the communication of truth. If I meet a person, I come across you, I'll extend personal respect as a human being. But if I notice that your energy or your intentions are against a certain code, then I'd lose respect or you would never gain my respect. Not from a judgment standpoint, but just from a standpoint where I don't want to be around individuals that I don't respect. Because then it puts me in a situation where I may have to react. And sometimes this is not a positive reaction, especially if you feel like you have to defend yourself in certain situations. And we ain't even talking about violence, right? We could be talking about in regards to a job. You might be working for someone. They may not respect the work that you do. You may not respect the work they do. So you have to react. You have to make a decision to move a different way. And so for me, as I go back, do we just blindly give respect outside of the personal respect each human being deserves? I think it has to be earned. I don't want to be around other individuals that don't somewhat fit to a certain code, a code of honor, a code of how, things should be. I believe that there is some gray in there, but for the most part, there are certain things that if you do them, I'll lose respect for you. You no longer have my respect, nor will you probably be able to earn it unless your actions show otherwise. I respect the grind. I don't care what it is that you do. If you work hard at it and you are trying to provide for the people who are around you, you have my respect. It's a very hard thing to do, to provide for other people, to work hard, to commit to trying to build something. I respect that. Service people, doctors, nurses, their job is to help people. My mom was a nurse. She was a really good nurse. And she told me the key was, she worked in the pediatrics area, and she told me, I treat these kids as if they were my own. Respect that. That each patient that came in, she did her best to try and take care of that individual. Even in the most dire of situations, she never gave up. I respect that. Firemen, policemen, that's a good question. Do we respect policemen? What are their intentions? What does their actions tell us? I believe that they're good cops, but many of my brethren, it's fuck 12. And I understand it. I get it. I got family who have been cops, who are cops, and they should be judged based on their decisions. What are your intentions? Are you trying to help? You're a cop who's trying to help. It's respect. I get it. You're doing your job. All that being said, when I look at my culture and I look at my people, blatantly, over years and years and years, there's been a certain level of disrespect. And the only thing you can do when you feel disrespected is try and change the situation and defend yourself. Because at this point, we have to earn the respect, however that is. Whether that's building with each other, participating in commerce with each other. We have to find the respect and earn it amongst ourselves so we can put on for our culture and then try and improve the situation. So that's my question. What's good to y'all? We glad to have y'all here. We talking about it. Dope Dialogue Podcast. If you want to comment, Facebook, click on it. Leave us a comment. Let us know, what do you think? Is respect earned or is it given? Brittany, what you got for me?
I'd say generally, I agree with you as far as how you give respect. There's always that base level standard issue type of respect. But to get the real respect, you have to earn that. And it's shown with your actions, not just your words, but with your actions. A lot of people would claim to be about receiving that respect, but their actions say elsewise. So I think your respect is merited by your actions. When you get that good respect anyway.
I agree. I agree. I think that it really is based on actions. What does your action tell me? And that'll really let me know your intentions. I think that if we're being honest, if you disrespect me, then I'm in a situation where I have to defend my ability to choose what I want to be. You come in and you know, I hate you, you ain't shit, fuck you, hate everything about you. All right, that's cool, but what are your intentions? You know what I'm saying? Is we about to be about that action? You know what I'm saying? Because at that point, I can even respect, like, if you don't fuck with me and you communicate that to me, you know what I'm saying? I can respect that more than I can respect, you saying, oh, I rock with you, but then behind my back, it's a different energy. If you let me know where we stand, you give me the choice to handle it the way that I feel that it needs to be handled. And I would say 99% of the time, even if you don't rock with me, like, I'm cool. That doesn't bother me as long as your intentions, you know what I'm saying, are not to cause bodily harm. You say a lot to me, but what is your intent? I respect communication and truth. So if you don't fuck with me and you feel a certain way, yo, no, I don't really rock with that. That ain't my vibe. Respect, homie. I ain't gonna bother you. You know what I'm saying? If this ain't for you, I got it. I keep it moving. At least I can respect the fact that you're not rocking with me.
So, in your opinion, is it about respectfully stating that they don't rock with you?
Um,
Because I feel like I'm thinking about like ways and why people get disrespected per se,
yeah.
and it could be for a personal choice. It could be um, perhaps the fact that you live a lifestyle that they don't agree with, um, whether it's sexuality or your religion or the field of work that you're in. And I feel like sometimes people lean into disrespect based on those things alone. So how can you respectfully tell someone like, I don't like that you're X, Y, and Z. Stay over there.
Um,
You don't need to express that all the time.
no,
You
I
just
don't.
you can just stay over
I
there.
don't.
You being
Yeah.
the person
No,
who feels that way.
I agree. I agree. I don't disagree with the sentiment that you can keep it to yourself. Facts. But sometimes people be beside themselves and they feel like they're called upon to give that opinion. Sometimes they respect the person's opinion too. That's the other thing. I always felt like it was never my place to really offer up my thoughts unless you wanted it. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Because the truth is my respect may not be needed for you. And I'm cool with that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're talking about respect. Is it earned or is it a given? And in my eyes, if you respect me enough to give you an honest opinion, then you would ask for that. Usually if people don't ask, I don't vocalize it unless I'm connected to you and I already respect it. Like, I would never run up on somebody and be like, I don't fuck with you because it's such and such. Like, that wouldn't be me. I would just stop fucking with you. And if you ever asked and you wanted to know why, like, I just keep it real. Like, yo, the energy wasn't right for me. So, I had other things I had to get to. That's the other side that I don't think people understand is, once again, in certain situations, respect from people isn't even really required because they don't matter anyway. You know? Like I don't, let me keep it real. I don't really care for anyone's respect that hasn't really kind of walked the path that I walk, right? So who does that mean? A lot of times it just means the peers. If you're an independent artist and you've put your business together and you've grinded, you tried to release music, like, there's a mutual respect for what you do, even if I don't vibe with your music, right? Which happens. I just respect the game, right? I respect hustle and I respect that. So, to a certain extent, at that point, those that do what I do, I I feel like, if they understand the struggle, I should have mutual respect. But if they don't, they not really in my way, and I'm not gonna cry and boo-hoo about it. Like, I'm not gonna run up and be like, yo, so and so don't respect me, so it's fuck them. It's just like, yo, let me get to what I'm doing. I'll meet you at the finish line. What you think?
I agree with that statement. I guess my thought was for in regard to things that people more lifestyle than anything, I guess. Things that um like you choose your career path, you choose how you're going to get to it. Um but you see people all day every day get disrespected because of the color of their skin. You see them get disrespected for uh being gay or straight or something in between, or their political party that they affiliate with, or their
Right.
religion, or
Right.
whatever. So that's the disrespect that I was thinking about,
Oh.
not more or less.
Well, but I would
Um,
still tell you, even if that's what I represented and people were disrespecting me, right? I think that we do what we've been doing. People protest. They talk about the issues that they're facing, but the other side is, to a certain extent, you can't let that disrespect get you off of whatever your goal is. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I would handle it. I would look at it in that way. Not everybody is gonna agree with you, but the question is do you need that to move forward with your life? If you do, that makes it a struggle. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
I can't be caught up in what other people feel,
You though, you
right?
can't. The next person can though.
I don't know how to handle. I would tell them to handle it the best way they could. You know, and you're right. You're right.
I think a lot of people do feel that, that shit doesn't matter. But I think it takes a lot of them feeling that it does matter for them to get to that point. I don't think a lot of people come out the gate feeling like I'm invincible. It don't matter what you say. Water off a duck's back. But um, I don't necessarily feel like everyone comes in like that.
Yeah.
Some people take beatings over it, you know what I mean? Like they feel ways, they internalize it, and then they get to a point where that doesn't matter. But off top, not
Well,
always.
and I guess I would tell you you're right. Right. So if we're having that conversation, I would tell you you are spot on in regards to um, a lot of times, it's a situation where I don't know. I think for me, if you personalize it, you gotta go through your own experiences, right, to get to a point where it doesn't bother you anymore. I've lived a lot of life. I would probably say early on in life, it probably did bother me. You know what I'm saying? I think early on in life, I probably felt a certain type of way about it. Um, I think that I have gone through enough where it's kind of like, um, but it doesn't matter though. You know what I'm saying? Um, I think that when you go through life and you put yourself in a situation where you've survived some things, right? When you've been disrespected or you've been treated a certain way and you come out on the other end, you're kind of like, but what did they really matter anyway? So you're right. At my experience, all I can tell you is going what I've gone through. You keep living. if if you understand what the intent is, if you meet me with the disrespect and the intent to do me bodily harm, then all I can do is be prepared for it. But otherwise, and you don't like me, it's not gonna stop this money I'm putting in my pocket. You know?
Does does mental harm equate to bodily harm?
Yeah, mental harm
Okay.
equates to bodily harm. I would say, there's a certain level of respect that needs to be had in the mental arena as well. You have to respect
Well,
boundaries. If a woman tells you no or she doesn't want to have that conversation, right? It kind of goes with the Tory and the Meg situation, you know, and that was physical, but it sounded like some mental shit going on there too.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I think respect is needed in that situation, and if you abusing it and you showing disrespect, man gotta protect her energy. I know she don't
Right.
want to tell on dude. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, um, it's a situation where, you know, I think that you gotta respect people, man, in their own personal space. You can't be attacking people. And if you are and you let them know that intent, I can respect it. But if you not about it, then how can I have respect for you? You know what I'm saying? It's not an honorable situation. Yo, Manifest, thanks for letting me know that it's super choppy. We trying to see if we can get the technical difficulties worked out. Let me know if it's choppy now. If there's anybody who wants to call in, let us know. 419-464-7246.
7246.
464-7246. Let us know, is respect earned or is it a given? Do you think black people are respected as a culture?
Ooh, ooh. That one sends a little shiver
I
through
mean,
me.
do we get respect?
Yes and no. I think we are respected for our talents and for our abilities and for what we bring to the world. But as a people as a whole, I don't think so. I think the product of blackness is respected.
Ah. So really we're just a
Was
commodity.
that deep? Was that deep?
It's deep.
Hold
I mean, we
on.
are a commodity. I think that they respect our dollars because they market to us, they take
Yeah,
us, they take our talents, and I mean the NBA is worth billions. They respect.
a byproduct of
Yeah,
black.
no, the music industry. We talk about Kanye, and artists being
Mm.
disrespected for the amount of wealth that they generate and the percentage that they get. So yeah, they respect us as a commodity. They don't respect us as a powerful group of individuals who are able to organize and create influence. I don't think they respect us in that way.
I think if we strip the world of all the byproduct that is black, listen, it would be bland out here.
Well, I
But
mean,
I think they know that.
I agree. I think I was watching a video online uh of a situation where it was a dude who had his daughter and she blindfolded him and he painted a painting of her upside down only to flip it around and it be like a perfect, representation of his
I've
daughter.
seen dude. He's ridiculous.
What is his name?
I don't even remember, but I don't know how his brain works that
Yo,
way.
the
Like
talent.
how? How do you
And the
even?
hard
And
part,
oftentimes he paints with like arbitrary
well,
things, like stuff that's not even like a
right.
paintbrush.
Well, the hard part for me is like it's a situation where then white organizations and white companies would come and package that and sell it and then only give him a small percentage. Right? Like that's what they do, right? When we talk about respect for African American talents and wealth, the owners of the basketball teams, the owners of the NFL teams, the owners of the baseball teams are white men, old, right?
But isn't that kind of like the idea behind all financial backing? Like I'm not going to give you X amount of dollars thinking that I'm not going to get multitudes and multitudes of that back.
Right.
Like I see in you the potential, therefore I'm going to give you this little bit and you're going to turn it into a whole lot for me.
Right. I mean, that's the way
Eh,
business works. I mean, the truth
Right.
is if I employ you and I pay you a certain amount of money to get a job done, chances are I'm probably taking, my percentage that allows me to continue to keep doing business and making money. It's a capitalistic situation. I think that as African Americans, they floated about having their own NBA league. I don't know if that's the answer. The system is in place for us to do it, but I think that we as African American people have to find ways to build more leverage. I like some of
Mm.
the I think that's the crowdsourcing together to buy property. I think in Georgia, 96 families came together to buy a huge plot of land where they are all going to build their homes and build a community. And now that's going to have a reality television series, right?
So
And so for me, I think that respecting ourselves and respecting our power to earn and our power to make money puts us in a situation where we can change, influence, and build generations to come and improve our situation here in this country. So once again, I pose it to you: is respect earned or is it a given? Do we feel that African Americans in this country as a culture have been respected? I can't call it. I don't feel like we have, but it is what it is. That being said, we are going to get into some news. Let's go. Brittany, what's going on? What's good with you? How are you doing? Look, tell me what you got for me today. What we got in the news?
well, we were just talking about Meg and Cardi, and I'm sorry, not Meg and Cardi, Meg and Tory, and in that respect factor, I guess what has now come out is that there's a couple more details from Tory's end. Is that Meg was upset with the flirtation that was happening with Kylie Jenner. Point A, which probably set her off a little bit for the evening. Point B, the argument ensued. There were four people in the vehicle, and the argument was between um, Meg and her friend, not necessarily Meg and Tory, according to Tory and company. Next statement, point C, is that Tory actually shot not necessarily at Meg, just at the ground or in her vicinity, and therefore she got some little ricochet bullet fragments. He wasn't intending to shoot her necessarily. And the argument that happened between the friend and Meg was about her alleged involvement with Tori, and she didn't know that Meg and Tori was rocking. Therefore, she stepped in and threw it in a circle for him a couple times, and we ended up with a shot foot or two. Does it change the fact that he shot her, or do we care?
I don't. It doesn't change it for me. Still discharge the gun. And
Period.
when you discharge a gun, people people possibly get hurt, and if they get hurt by the law of the land, we know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it changes it from the standpoint he shot her. You,
The facts are, you pulled the
yeah,
trigger, whether or not you meant to shoot the rat behind
yeah,
her, the spot on the floor, or her foot. You still pulled the trigger that caused her bodily harm. Therefore, my friend, you still shot her.
yeah. You still shot her. So I would say nothing much has changed for me in that regard. I still think that he'll be able to make a comeback because people,
Do you?
yeah, man. Like I said,
Ooh.
if if 6ix9ine can come back, better believe this dude can come back. It is what it is.
Just give me one Tory Lane song since he's coming back. Just give me one.
I think you go with the one we had before, and as I told you, the LUV, the one you tried to make me sing that I still don't know the melody.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay. I
I
just
mean, I
wanted
don't
to
think he'll
remind you.
stop releasing music. That's just what he does. You know what I'm saying? Um, I think it's a situation where if we keep it at 100, it's a situation where he's an artist, he's a musician. Even if he went to jail, I think he could come out. That's the climate that we live in.
Hmm.
6ix9ine did
I
it.
guess we'll see.
6ix9ine did it.
6ix9ine is a little different though.
Chris Brown beat
Unfortunately,
Rihanna. I know it's beating and shooting, but he beat her.
he definitely beat her.
United States is the place of second chances. I mean, look at Andrew Gillum.
Are we gonna get to Andrew Gillum already? Might as
Right,
well,
might as
right?
well.
Might as well. So Andrew Gillum, the former mayor of Tallahassee, he officially came out as bisexual following the scandal that happened in March, where he got caught in a hotel room with a truckload of drugs and a truckload of liquor and a couple little boys, not boys, they were grown men that were found on rentmen.com. So they call themselves escorts. In case anyone wants to go to rentmen.com, that's where you can find them. Um, so he's officially come out as bisexual, and he has stated that he hopes that him coming out is going to be beneficial to other minority men in their quest to become aligned with their sexuality and comfortable with it. His wife stood by him, sorta, kinda. I don't know the true status of their relationship at this point, but he did say that he helped her out or helped him out following his trip to rehab, and that was the only thing that kept him afloat.
Um, let's just keep it.
And
Go ahead.
and he also wanted to he I guess more or less said that what was most hurtful to him is that people were thinking that he was not being honest in his relationship and in his marriage. Apparently, his wife said she knew that he was bisexual. That was the killer for him, apparently.
It feels like a cover up to me. I can't look. No one really knows the truth, but it seems so convenient. We being this convenient. Oh, I identify. Okay, let's say that he's telling the truth. I'm all right with that. We're taking you at your word, Gillum.
Hmm.
Taking you. You are a bisexual.
Drew,
Your wife knew. You still cheated, and it was still meth in the room, right?
pick me.
Brittany.
What if it was arranged cheatation? What if because she knew, according to their story, that he was bisexual, that she said, "You, I can't give you that, so you can go ahead and get that."
Okay. Usually, though, not that I know personally, but from what I've heard, cheatation situations also come with the stipulation you don't get caught.
Word.
From what I've heard.
Don't embarrass me in front of my friends.
Exactly.
Don't you embarrass
Do
me.
what you gonna do, but never put yourself in a situation where you bring public shame, Game of Lord or Game of Thrones, shame to the family. Now, you're out
He
here
got kids.
butt naked,
Mm.
people ODing on drugs in the room,
Mm-hmm.
and you're a political figure. Now, you aren't the first, you won't be the
Hmm.
last.
Talk
All
about
that
it.
being said, it's a situation where it feels like a cover up. Because this man, now I will say this, whoever's covering it up for him, right? Because let's keep it honest, the general public, we put Trump in office. Just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? The money has been invested in this individual. Whoever owns him, has, some big work on him now. He's going to be indebted to somebody for trying to save his career. So it is what it is, man. In the end, I'm not voting for him. But, that's Florida, and they're going to do what they're going to do. So
You know
Yeah,
Florida.
we know how Florida get down. This is a situation for me where I'm like, it is what it is, my man.
It
I
is
just
what it
want him to
is.
tell
It
me if he's the top or
is
the
what it
bottom.
You want to tell
is.
what?
I want him to tell us if he's the top or the bottom.
Oh, you out of control. You trying to get all up. You really want a visual.
I just want to know what was going on.
I'm straight on the visual. I'm good. I need no visuals of what's going on with Mr. Gillum inside of the hotel room. I'm straight.
Oh,
I'm
I
straight.
thought you,
Next story.
I
What
thought
we
you were
got?
digging a hole. Cardi B and Offset, they're getting a divorce.
That
The
WAP.
WAP, that WAP boy, that listen, the repercussions of the WAP. The WAP gets you shot in the foot. The WAP also gets you a divorce because on Tuesday, she filed with courts in Atlanta for divorce from Mr. Set. She also, well, apparently, initially it was said that she wanted, what's the word when you have a child? Help.
Custody?
There it is.
Custody?
She wanted custody of their child, but apparently that was being handled by her lawyer, and she has now stated that she wants to have shared custody. She doesn't want to take the baby from him. She just wants to get away from him. Um, and this is all happening because apparently she cannot trust him, and there may have been some more cheatation in the
My thing
situation.
is I don't I mean, once again, I don't understand people's relationships. We never have the debate. But I would imagine if you both are celebrities and you both live this very public life, that once again there would be rules and regulations to how you move and operate um in that arena. I would assume, being Cardi B and Offset, that they could probably just have fun together. Why are you doing stuff like that? She seems to be the type of woman that, like, y'all.
Don't you make an
I'm not making.
assumption.
I look. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not trying to assume, but I would think that Cardi B would be down to be as explorative as Offset would like to be, and he probably vice versa. Y'all got all that money. Y'all got to figure something out.
So you think because of the persona that Cardi puts out into the world that she would be with the shits as far as opening up their
It's not
marriage
even the
to a
personality.
plethora?
It's just the industry that they are in. I'm not talking about who Cardi B is off camera or what have you. Cardi B knows how much money Offset is worth, and Offset know how much money she's worth. They both know the type of attention that they command. And so I would assume that they are in the industry and they've been in the industry not no 1 year or 2 year or 3 years. They're veterans in this industry. They know what the industry can do to you. They know what comes with the fame and the fortune. And so to me, I don't know why he would have a reason. Is that an indictment on her? Is she not, is the WAP not really the WAP? Is he just an asshole? What is it? Who, why?
It's
Why?
probably just a plethora of bodies being thrown at him, and he is a a man with uh, not a lot of willpower.
It could be. But once again, we don't know.
We don't.
We don't, I mean, at that point, yeah, he could, but she could also be like, no, I'm not giving you none of this. Wow.
She did also say that she wasn't an angel, so that leads us to
Yeah.
believe that she had some glitches in her
But
matrix
that's
as
what
well.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what's going on. It's the same thing with Will and Jada. I truly believe they have a cheat situationship, love partner, friendship, soulmate connection forever, but there's rules and regulations. Don't get caught. Don't put us in this situation. You know, and for whatever reason, Jada got caught up in the sauce. It is what it is, you know.
The Alcina
Yeah,
sauce.
it is what it is. You know, it's a situation where For me, I would think that celebrities, not just Cardi B because she's a woman, celebrities, I believe, would have different situations. Not all of them, but a good portion of them because they know what come with celebrity and all that extra. I don't believe all of them have that. I believe all of them have, I believe some of them have wholesome relationships where it's as normal as possible, but in the music industry, y'all know what it is. Next story.
Right. What's next? Odell Beckham
Oh, oh,
Jr. What was
oh,
that?
oh. What's going on with Odell?
Well, you said oop oop. I thought you said poop poop. Um, so what had happened was the good ladies over on the No Jumper podcast. What do they call themselves? Whores and the whores next door or something like that. I
Oh,
don't know.
wow.
Whatever it is. Um, they brought on Chief Keef's baby mother. I don't remember her name. She looks a little bit reminiscent of Cat Stacks.
Ooh.
Um,
Cat Stacks wasn't
yeah,
attractive either, in my opinion.
Cat Stacks was like a hard 3.5.
Hard 3 point.
Yeah. So she went on and said that um, Odell Beckham Jr. had DM'd her requesting a video of her pooping. So she says she, as best she could, sexily took a video of herself pooping, and then she got flued out. And when she got flued out, he requested that she poop on him. And unfortunately, she could not complete the task. She did not poop on him, but apparently he is a fan of the pooper scoop. And his rebuttal was the best thing ever because he said, this was his response to all the shenanigans. He said, "You can't knock me off my pivot no matter what shit is thrown my way." Best response ever. How you feel about poop?
Um, look. Shout out to OBJ for handling it like a G. He made fun of it and kept it moving. I'm a call Cap. I just think Shorty wants some attention. Um, I'm a call Cap. I'm not saying it's outside of the realm of possibility, but it feels too sensational. You know what I'm saying? And
Why though? You can't think an attractive young man who's an, a star athlete would like to get pooped on? That's too far fetched?
no, it's not that it's far fetched. I just didn't think she was pretty enough to be the one pooping.
Listen, you don't ask a 10 to shit on you because a 10 will never. But you can ask a
Okay,
4 or
then I'm gonna
5
keep it.
and you might get the shit.
I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. I'm not letting a woman that I find unattractive take a dookie on me. Not happening. Not ever. I like to follow that up by saying I wouldn't let a 10 take a shit on me because that implies that I would have a beautiful woman. But I would be way more open to the idea if the woman was attractive to me. Now, if OBJ found this woman in the 4 to 5 range and felt like, an unattractive woman taking a boo boo on me is what it gets me hard and ready for sexual relations, I call cap. I can't believe it. If it's true, I don't
What if
want to
it's
believe
not
it.
about her being a 4 or a 5? What if it's about the fact that like she's about the poop? She's with the poop action. And if she's with the poop action, I'm about her. That's possible. He's like, "Oh, I just need me a girl who's with the shits." Literally and figuratively. Be with the shits. And she's with it. And so now I'm attracted to her because she's with the
What am
shits.
I supposed to do?
I'm here to present the options. You
All I can
understand?
hear is Dave Chappelle said, I want a pee pee. I want a poo poo.
She's with the
I'm
shits.
sorry, man.
I
Please.
think they call it scat play. I think that's what it's
That's
called
gotta
technically.
be cap, man. You can't tell OBJ. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so,
Nope. I
OBJ.
believe it low key. Low key, I believe it. He's probably had a whole bunch of regular ass
You
base
said-
model like standard issue sex.
so you believe that he had old girl flew out for a dookie?
What's a $500 ticket?
Man, why you can get a
Nothing.
local chick
It's
to
nothing.
dookie
You
on
got the
you,
boo boo.
man?
The $500 ticket is nothing for the boo boo. I get the boo boo.
Oh man, look, you gotta.
What's a ticket?
All right, look, tell me in the chat. Are you letting somebody take a shit on you? Do y'all believe this
How
story? Do
pick me?
Brittany,
Pick me.
Brittany, can you speak to the class? Let us know.
What would it cost? What would be the price for the poop? If you had to say, all right, I'm gonna let this four poop on me, how much would it cost? What would your price tag be?
Zip zero, stingy with De Niro. Might buy you Chris, but not about it. You look, there's no amount of
No
money.
dollar?
There's no amount of
Listen,
money.
you
I'm
crazy.
just gonna keep it real. You couldn't pay me $1 million to let somebody's dookie touch
A
my skin.
million?
Nah, nope, I'm straight. There's not ever a situation in life that it is acceptable for somebody's human excrement to touch your skin under any
You are
circumstance ever.
shaming people. Don't shame people. You're being a kink
I'm not
shamer.
shaming. If that is what gets you off sexually, do your thing. There's no amount of money that I can take.
Not a millie?
Oh man.
You crazy. What if it was hard poops and not runny poops?
Oh shit. I'm going to say no.
You
I'm
crazy.
look, so like
If
it
it's
just roll
a
off, it
hard
hit your
poop, a
face,
hard
it
yeah,
hit your
like
face and
Matt,
it
and
just
then just
roll off.
oh, we didn't say face. We didn't say face. Let's talk about neck below. We didn't say face. Neck and
How
lower.
do we
If
get
it
out of
hits the
this
body and it
topic?
could just like
I'm
kind of
not
roll
doing
off.
it. I just had a
What
visual
for
and
a
I'm
meal?
upset right now. I,
It's
I
only gonna sit there for like 10
I'm
seconds and it's
done.
gonna roll
Look,
off.
I'm done with the boo boo talk. It's cap.
What if you're in the
No,
shower and you can
it's
just
not
turn the water
in the
on?
shower. You can't poop on me anywhere. I don't want to be boo booed on.
I'll take a hard poop for a meal.
For
Are
a
you kidding?
millie? Oh
Yes.
man, I can't.
Not diarrhea poops.
What you say?
Neck below,
Well,
hard
I
poops
might I
only.
might consider it. I've
You
had
would more than
my
consider it.
son. I had to change a poopy diaper and it touched my chest and I freaked out. I didn't know what to do. I ran. I left the baby. I
And you did that
had
for
to get
free.
out. I was out of there. I did do it for free, but I didn't like it, and that's why I don't own a pet today because I don't want to be going through people's yards and picking up doo doo. That's not what I aspired to do. I'm straight on the dookie talk. All right, we got any other news stories before we move on?
That's all we got.
All right, let's get to it. We are going to get to what we got next for. We got a little sex talk, little sex talk. Yeah. Got the little sex talk. For me, it's funny because I be thinking about quarantine sex and what's going on in the world. Right now I got a caption we went through. I want to see, what do you think is the top sex positions? What is the best sex position? Well, before we get to what is the best sex position? Now, I personally believe that the woman's going to say doggy. I think that the woman likes doggy because it hits a spot and then she ain't got to look at your ugly ass while you rocking out. As you make the old face and you do what it is that you got to do. Britt, what is it? What do you think it is? In your opinion, is it the doggy? I think that it's probably the doggy.
That's my pick personally. I believe that it allows for the best experience for both people. Men are visual creatures. We're talking about men here because I don't know much about anybody
Right.
else. Shout out to y'all though who know lots about women parts with women. Um, I'm talking about men experiences because y'all are visual creatures and you like to see things.
We do.
So you get a little visual for yourself
Facts.
here, and we get to not be tired.
Oh,
Huh?
so you resting up is what you're saying. You ain't got to do nothing but poke up
Listen,
and be ready to
listen.
receive.
It's just a good. Right. It's a good time. You understand the way this is set up, the way this body's set up. There's there's not too much squatting and bopping and trotting and lifting and pulling. That's not gonna happen for very long.
Okay, so you're not getting into the
So we need to be
acrobatics.
opportune for both people.
That's funny to me. All right, so look, I went to women's health. But really, I just
Oh,
searched
look
best
at
sexual
you.
position. I wanted to do the research. I want to see what's going on
From
out
a
here in
woman's
the world.
perspective.
Yeah, I mean,
Hmm. What'd you find out?
Well, the first one that was listed is um what's this for? This is the wheelbarrow. So the
Hmm.
wheelbarrow is listed as first. That's the one where she is it's like she up in the air straddling him.
Excuse me. That's supposed to be number one?
I don't know if it's number one. It was the first on the list. This is the quarantine
Oh,
list.
okay.
20
Okay.
of the best sex
Um,
positions to try. Usually it says slide one, so I'm assuming this is the best one. It do say don't try after an intense arm workout. The triceps might
listen,
not be able to take it. This is definitely
or
not a
if you're over
quickies
150,
position.
don't do it.
Don't do it.
If you're over 150, it's not gonna work out very well.
I mean, I think you can go like to the sex shop and go get like straps or something. You can simulate this. You
Hey, he
you can
said,
get you
let's talk about the
you can go
strap.
and get the strap down, let it hang from the ceiling, and do what you got to do.
Oh shit, you gotta go to a
Lift
load
her
bearing
up. I
wall.
mean, look, let's get to it. We gotta try these things out. Look, so number two on the slide was doggy, which I mean it's classic. It's a classic position on all
Bow
fours.
wow.
And your partner does all the work for the ladies, not to mention is one of the best for the G spot. Plus, as a man, you can really go to town and show her who's King Kong. Number
Oh,
three,
okay.
number three, the sex factor. This one is a missionary with a twist. So it's like you and the woman are making an X. It's almost like you Superman in that hoe, right? As you crossing like her hips. You're not on top of her chest. So y'all look like an X. That
Mm,
looked like a big dick position, honestly.
mm,
I don't know if you can do
mm.
that. You're not gonna reach. That's
Oh, wait a minute. She stays on her back.
She's still on her back like it's a missionary, and he's
Hmm.
tied side. He's turned sideways. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, I don't know if I want to try it, but
I'm
yeah,
straight.
that doesn't look like that's gonna work.
More entertaining if she's on her stomach.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
And no, the X isn't necessary. Just
just
line it
line
up.
it up. That's funny.
Just line it up. That little extra pressure. Just line it up. Let's
All
move
right,
on
we
though.
got the
I ain't talking
face
about myself. Go
off.
ahead.
I like this. This is a dope position. This lies itself to some sucking and some kissing and some touching and rubbing. Face off. She's sitting on
Oh,
top of him while he's on the edge of the bed, maybe the edge of the couch. It's probably a Netflix and chill position. You could get here if you've been watching a little Netflix and it's time to chill. Your thoughts?
I agree with everything that you have previously said. Make sure you have good, stable furniture
Yeah, for real. You could break some.
because that teeter totter forward ain't gonna be no
Yeah,
hope.
yeah,
So
not at all. Let's see. Oh, the belly down. Yeah, I clap for this. Golf clap. I'm with this one. Yeah, definitely. Perfect angle. Come in, do your thing. Put her to sleep. Wake up. Go get something to eat. Um.
I can. Well, I'm waiting to see it. I need the slide. Where's the visual?
Let me go back.
My visual ain't here yet. Oh my
Did you
god.
see it?
That's what I was talking
That's
about. That's what I was talking
yeah.
about. This.
Yeah, I'm with this. This
Yeah. Big
this
clap.
position is this is a good position. Once again, as a man, you could dominate for this position. You can kind of show her, look, I'm here to wreck shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to fuck all this shit up. You probably gonna take your time. You're gonna go a little slow. Gonna build her up. You ain't gonna rush her into it. You gotta let her know who's boss. You know what I'm saying? She's ready to receive.
Who's boss or who's
Yeah,
boss?
you gotta let her know who's boss. She's ready to receive. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know if you said boss or boss, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting nervous. I didn't know what to do.
You can throw them arms around so she can see them arms. She can look back up at you like, yeah, you getting it, daddy. I'm like, okay.
Right, and then whip that arm around and hit that neck one time and pull it back. You know what I'm saying?
Pull that neck back just ever so gently. You know what
Slightly,
I'm saying?
slightly.
Ever so gently.
Depending on the ethnic origin of your woman and whether or not she has extracurriculars in her hair, you could pull that
Yeah,
there
you can
too.
pull a little hair. We giving advice. We helping you out right now. And then you just you put your face next to hers. You just breathe with her. Listen to her breathe. All that heaviness is going on. That's you touching her soul. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh, I thought you were talking about her face. I thought you were talking about putting faces in butts. Okay, sorry. I didn't know where your face what the
Hey,
face was
look, that
doing.
worked too though. Depending on the situation. But
It's normal. It's normal now.
that's
Groceries.
there's all kinds of groceries
Hello.
laid up in this one photo. We'll keep it moving.
Hmm.
This one was funny to me when I saw it. This is called The Cowboy. Let me know when you get the visual. I know you're a little behind, but this is where she's on her back, right? We know what the cowgirl is. Once again, I feel like this is a skinny man position. Um, if you a bigger dude, you can't do this. You're gonna break somebody's body.
I don't like it.
I don't know
I
who's
don't
doing
like
this
it.
position, but we could have deal
I
without this one.
feel I feel that feels not it feels demasculinizing. I don't
Yeah, I'm
like
straight
it.
on that. I don't feel like he can let her know who boss in this one. Oh,
I don't like how his legs is behind it. Like I don't like how he's sitting like a child. I
yeah.
don't mm.
No, this one is called The Couch and Grind. And once again, this is a Netflix position. Um, and for me, this is a good position. I like furniture every now and again. You like to switch it up. Get caught in the moment.
I like furniture.
Yeah.
Oh, hold up.
Yeah. This a dope position. You might break the arm off the chair, but she got that little knee up once again, ready to receive. And I'd like to say, yeah, this can probably be had. I think we with this one.
I feel like that's a doggy variation.
Yeah, it's a doggy variation. Once again, the woman is straddled on the arm of the chair. There's one leg over the chair, propped up in the cushion of the chair, and she's kind of more vertical with her torso. Once again, entering from behind.
They've also they've also made it a fact to make sure you cover that chair up, they
Oh yeah,
said.
because we don't want fluids on the chair. Granny gonna come over.
Because when your grandma come back
Granny
to sit
gonna
in that
come
chair,
over and get lost in the
it's gonna be
sauce. That's
crusty.
funny to me. All right, let's move on. This is a version of the looks like a version of the missionary G spot. She's laying on her back, knees up in the air a little bit, but her legs are folded down. She's not too far pressed up against her. Goes without saying, this one is for the ladies only, but if your partner doesn't fall into that category, they're always welcome to watch. Okay, this is different. I don't even know if she's saying this is by yourself. Look like this could be a position by yourself, ladies. Do what you got to do. Um, but I like that as well. That's a dope position. Let me drink some water. Any thoughts about this one? I think we got two more.
That don't look like I don't even know why that's necessary to be there.
All right, women's health. We're gonna have a conversation. This feels whack.
If you have a vagina and you want to touch it, that's what you do,
There
right?
it is.
I mean, or you can make it more difficult for yourself, but why?
Yeah.
Let's move on. That's
Moving
stupid.
on to the leapfrog. This is a great
Oh,
position to try out.
oh,
I like
oh,
the description. Some gentle spanking, not to mention you get to rest your head and arms on
yellow.
a pillow while your partner does all the work. This is another variation of
Father God.
the doggy style.
Hmm.
Once again, golf clap for this.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
definitely a good position. I think that you can take ownership of the hips
You can
as
get
a
up under.
man. Yeah, you And if you got a stroke, you know, if you
Get
rock
up
the boat,
under.
you know what
Hello.
this position's all about.
Get up under. Stop playing and get up
Actually, I
under.
think this is the position of that little meme where that's the computer generated robot that they showed going back and forth what the stroke would look like, and it was all discombobulated. This is
I
this
can't.
is that position where you can really get extra with your stroke.
You know what I'm saying? Get low.
Leapfrog. And the last
Hello.
one for the top 10, reverse cowgirl, one of my personal favorites.
Talk
Just
about
from the visual
it.
aspect, a golf clap for that. Golf clap for that. What's your thoughts?
I mean, I'm not mad at the reverse cowgirl. It's cute.
Yeah.
It's cute. It's not good for mattresses with springs. If you got the old school, don't do that.
Yeah.
We like the foam mattresses, or perhaps the floor.
Well, there it is.
Um, but yeah, it's cute. It's not too taxing.
There you go. Look, this is Ben Kynard as well as Britt. We just trying to help y'all out. Got the things going on in quarantine. You got to find the right position. I don't know what Women's Health
You
was
got
talking
time.
about. No, you definitely got time. Some of them, I don't know if it was a ranking or not. There's some good ones, some other ones not so much. And you kind of like, I don't know about that one, but it's definitely some solid ones. Hopefully, y'all found value in that situation where, you know, if you guys switch your game up during the quarantine, you got some things, you add some furniture in there. You know what I'm saying? But you also got the classic doggy. So, that being said, that is sex talk for this week. Now we're going to get into this, this or that, right? Yeah,
This
this
or
or
that.
that. All right, look. This is the section of the show where Brittany is going to ask me to choose one or the other, and I am going to do it, and we're going to see what we got.
So your first one: criminal record or poor credit. Which one would you rather have?
Wow.
Right.
Criminal record.
Like a solid criminal record. Not no
I
not
would
no
say
punk
I
ass
would say
critical
poor
record.
credit. I
Criminal
would
record.
say poor credit just because eventually you could turn poor credit around. Can't ever get rid of that criminal record. And you know,
Right.
depending on what it is you did, that's gonna be with you for the rest of your life. Your poor credit can be with you for a period of time, but if you can get your finances under control, you definitely can get it together. So I'm gonna go I'm gonna go I'm gonna go poor credit.
I agree. Next one. If you have to lose one sense, sight, smell, taste, touch, which one are you going to give up?
Oh, that's a good one. I
Ain't
would
it?
probably say sight.
Okay, I'll let you go
And
ahead.
the
Go ahead.
reason that I would expound upon that is because I've seen a lot. I still want to taste food. Sorry. I still want to hear music. Um, I still want to smell the different smells of life.
Dog, smells gotta go.
Nah, man, look, there's nothing like the smell of a woman fresh out the shower. I'm sorry. I want to smell that.
You don't want to
I ain't
taste.
even
You don't
gotta
want to see
see
it.
it. Look, I could smell it. I know what it is. I want to
You
smell what
crazy.
banana pudding smell like when it come out the oven. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to smell. So if I gotta choose, I would probably say sight, but then you don't know where you're going. I don't. That's a
Yeah,
hard one.
you have to learn how to like navigate the world in a whole new way. You can't drive. You got to feel yourself around. You sure you want to give up
Yeah, but once
sight?
again, I'm probably a little bit older. I'm an older individual. I'm not. If I was younger, I'd probably have a different perspective on it. But I'm in a situation now where, for me, I'm like, nah, man, I gotta, I gotta smell, I gotta taste, I gotta touch and feel. I don't, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Ask me tomorrow. I might have a different situation. What about y'all, man? If you had to give up one sense, what would it be? What we got next?
One got to go forever. Mac and cheese or greens?
Oh, they can have greens. As a big boy, yeah,
Easy.
they can have greens. I gotta have my mac and cheese. That's probably bad because of all the carbs in the pasta, but mac and cheese.
Cholesterol too,
What'd you
boy.
say?
Cholesterol,
Yeah, all
carbs,
of it.
everything.
But mac and cheese is a staple, man. Well, I mean, I'm straight. I would say after I kind of got away from my family on Thanksgivings because I moved out of town, greens was one of the first items that kind of left. I'll eat them every now and again, but if they had to go forever, I wouldn't. I wouldn't be mad.
I think I agree because you can have like a green substitute. There's no good substitute for mac and cheese.
Not at all. Not at all.
You could do
Yeah,
like you could do cabbage. If you're bougie, you can do kale. But mac and cheese, there's no sub.
yeah, I agree.
Okay, I'm glad we agree because I was gonna get upset.
Funny to me.
Cardi or Meg?
Oh, I'm a Cardi fan. Not a Cardi single. I'm gonna just shoot my shot.
Ooh,
I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm not. I don't care what other people say. I like who I like, and Cardi is my style. What up, boo?
what's your style about Cardi
Um,
versus Megan?
I just love her whole personality. You know, her whole vibe for me is like I like a little crazy with my grits. I like all of it. Meg is cool, but
Are we talking music or are we talking looks and everything else?
I'm
Like, how are
talking
we
the
breaking
whole
this down?
package. I would rather listen
Okay,
to
okay.
I would rather listen to Cardi B. I would rather get at Cardi
Bag
B. I like
Cardi.
Cardi B unanimously for me. I'm a Cardi. I'd be for Cardi. I'd be for Nicki
Hmm.
Minaj before all the extra, but yeah, if I had to choose between Cardi or Meg, I'm going Cardi.
I think I think I'm gonna take Meg. I
Why? Why
think.
would you take Meg over Cardi?
I think they're both fine
Yeah.
for starters. So I'm not gonna put one over the other as far as aesthetics. But I think I like the fact that Meg is a college girl. I also like the fact that um, Meg's body may probably, I think, likely is authentic. And I think she raps better.
Hmm.
I think Cardi makes cute songs, but I think as a rapper, Meg is better.
I think you could probably be right. I think that Cardi. I mean, Cardi. I can't.
Cardi has a bigger
Yeah,
personality. Meg has a
yeah.
personality as well, but Cardi's is bigger.
But the thing that you have to remember too, I don't think that Meg really makes music for me. Like I'm not her target demographic. Does she look good? Yeah, Meg is an attractive woman, but her music ain't really for me. I think that Cardi's
Neither is
music,
Cardi.
no, so I can identify with Money. Money was one of my favorite tracks. You know what I'm saying? Some of the music I've heard from Cardi, like I just identify as a man. Like I'm like, oh, I get that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
that's me. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? For other people, it's other situations. So I dig it. What we got next?
2 more years of COVID, 4 more years of Donald. What are you gonna pick?
2022, baby. I would go 2 more years of COVID. I don't like Donald Trump that much. When we talk about respect, disrespect, um, I just don't have respect for the office because I
Hmm.
feel that he's disrespected it. I don't think he's represented this country in a presidential way. It's just my personal opinion, you know?
I agree.
And so for me, someone who's presidential, who, can provide good leadership, can, put us in a situation where in 2 years, hopefully we've righted the ship. But you get 4 more years of Donald, you might get 4 more years of Corona.
Low
You know what I'm
key.
saying? So I'm going,
But I'm gonna play devil's advocate really
yeah,
quick. Really quick. So if you think about the idea that Donald as a president doesn't directly affect us, he kind of indirectly affects us in an umbrella way, whereas COVID directly affects us in many ways.
yeah.
Maybe it's the selfish part of me that's like, I want to go to concerts again
No, I
and
totally
I want to
understand
see
that.
my people type shit. Whereas like Donald is just embarrassing and he does dumb shit, but more directly affects me is like, my local and my state government as opposed to
No,
the good
man,
Don.
Donald Trump got third world countries laughing at him.
Oh, we're for sure the laugh. We're the Florida of the
Yeah, I'm
world.
straight. No, I don't. As an American, I don't want to feel that. I want to have some pride. And to me, once
Hmm.
again, yeah, I want to go out. People going out anyway. Really, people doing their thing.
Listen, I also don't want any more people to die from this weak ass, super extra ass
I
flu.
don't want anybody to die from it either. But I think Donald Trump is killing more Americans just by being in office.
Ooh, well, you could drop the mic on that one. All right, cool,
Next,
cool, cool, cool. Last one: hotel sex versus home sex.
hotel sex all day.
All
All day.
day. You can act a
Yeah, it's
fool.
just, I mean, once again, hotel sex, vacation sex, any type of sex that removes you from your normal environment of sexual relationship is way better because in hotels, I remember when I was young and I thought the girl she was
Oh,
super loud. Oh, she's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, this is what people do in hotels. And you got a point. So fuck it, let's go. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, whoever's in 412, they are acting a fool. Yes,
a
this is
donkey.
what happens in hotels. Am I wrong? I mean, the people are supposed to not, And so for me, at that particular point, um, yeah, I'm gonna say vacation and hotel sex way, way, way better. Plus, you don't care nothing about the sheets. You can get extra with the extras. You know what I'm saying?
Pro tip: always get the room with two beds.
Oh, I'm too big. Fuck all that. I need a king size bed. I'm with you. I understand it.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
and and, and you're actually right. I understand. The other side is I gotta lay in
I
a
mean,
bed.
or you can suite it
It's,
and make sure that there's a king bed here and a king bed there. But you need like the sex bed and then the sleep bed, so you can act the
I
donkey on the
still,
sex
you know
bed.
which one I want? I want the circular bed or the heart shaped bed. I figured one time before I leave this earth. Like I
Yeah.
want to do that at least once. I smash
Does it
on the
have to have the
heartbeat.
mirrors above
What'd
it?
you say?
Does it have to have mirrors above it?
I've done that before.
Wait.
I found a spot that has some
Beep,
mirrors.
beep, beep,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
beep.
Plus the full length mirrors work as well, but not like the ceiling mirror. So I've been there and done that. That's
Where was that at?
that I think that was in Vegas. I think it was a Vegas thing.
Sounds right.
Yeah, I think there was a Vegas thing uh in my youth. And I thought I was
Mm.
that guy, you know. Um, I was just into some different shit. Yeah, you know what
Do
I'm
you
saying?
care?
Doing what I
Do you
gotta
care
do.
to? Do Do you care to expand
No,
on the
life is
differentiate?
good. It was a good situation. I had fun.
That's it and that's all. He
That's
said,
it. And
that's that
that's
on
all.
that.
It was a good time. Try it if you can. If you can't, I totally understand. All right, look, that's it for this or that as well. That is it for me and my homie Brittany. We'd like to thank you for coming out, hanging out with us on Dope Dialogue. Hold on, my homie Manifest. She said, "Oh, he talking about Tory Lanez. Check out Real Address Diamonds. Look no further." And tell her to say my man doesn't have joints after that. He's saying he got some joints. Tory got some joints. He said you ain't
He has
listening.
some joints. He just doesn't have like a memorable set of
He ain't
joints,
got that.
in my opinion.
He ain't got that. White people approve of you. We gonna make
Maybe
millions
y'all
of dollars off you.
listen to diamonds and diamonds dancing and whatever he
That's
said.
funny.
I'll do my research.
That's funny. Well, look, we'd like to thank everybody for coming out. We'll be out here next week. We had a good time hanging out with y'all. Once again, thanks for coming to the Dope Dialogue podcast, and we out.
Bye.